Whitefish, Montana, Missouri.
Look at that. Well, yeah, Whitefish, Montana, Missouri, Pennsylvania, Canada. Vegas is back again. Hello.
Florida, Massachusetts, Philadelphia. Lots of people jumping on.
Lots of people. There's South Africa, Kenya. Our friends up north again. Hello, Canada. We got our friends south. Spain, Finland, Hungary. Hello from Europe. So we have Europe in the house. We have Africa in the house. We have everyone calling in from around the United States. We also have Taiwan. Man, look at that. All right. I love it when we get people tuning in from around the world. So good morning and happy Monday. You all know me. My name is Chris Baum, VP of Global Sales, and I am excited for another opportunity to be here with each and every one of you here today. All right. So you know what we like to do before we start. I always like to throw in a little mix of something. So today we are going to smash ants. Yes, you heard that right. We're going to smash ants. You may be thinking, what in the world is Chris talking about, and why would we smash ants? Okay, so it's not the type of ant that you may be thinking, but the ant is any negative thoughts. We all have dreams, goals, and aspirations, but sometimes we get in our own way of achieving those goals. So when we allow those type of thoughts to enter our minds, it is blocking us from what we want to accomplish, but not today. The difference that makes the difference is action. We've talked about that a lot. So today we're going to take the action. We're going to smash ants, and we're going to go ahead and keep moving forward and achieve those goals, those dreams, and those aspirations. All right. So who's with me? We're going to smash some ants today? I know I am. All right. Let's shift gears and chat about our amazing Akashx platform. So back here with us today is a man who went from a rep to an 8-figure earner. You know, he smashed some ants along the way. He's also passionate about helping Bitcoin go mainstream. So please welcome back our very good friend, Cliff Braun. Cliff, say hello to our friends tuning in from around the world.
Well, hello, fellow ant smashers. I love the analogy. So cool. Yeah, you know what? I look forward to this call. It's like the highlight of my week. It's so fun for me to be able to share this with everybody. And, you know, I just believe that crypto is the future. And the main reason Bitcoin hasn't gone mainstream yet is it hasn't been easy enough to use. And my favorite analogy is iTunes. You know, if you look at like downloading music, you could do it before iTunes with LimeWire, Kazaa, Napster. You know, there was lots of ways to do it, but it was really just nerds and like hardcore music people. And it wasn't until iTunes came around and made a platform that made it easy to use, and then all of a sudden everybody started doing it. You know, similar with email, technology takes time to adapt. And so what we've got here is a platform that takes crypto and makes it a whole lot easier to use, because normally, you know, you've got Coinbase, you got Bank of America, and you got BitPay. And so to be able to buy crypto, sell crypto, use it, pull it out of a machine, you've got to have these 3 different solutions. Now with Akashx, you've got everything under one roof, which just makes it so much easier. It also makes everything faster, and you're going to have less fees. You got to remember that nothing is free. It's the first thing I learned in my economics class in college is there is no free lunch. And so, you know, these big major exchanges are always talking about how everything's free, but nothing is free. They're just really good at hiding fees. I don't know if you know this, but the bank needs to make $150 a month off each account. So people think they have free checking, but it's not free checking. If your account ever drops below $2,500, they charge you $35. Then with the NSF fees, you know, anytime you don't have enough money in your account to cover a charge, you get charged another $35. The bank on average makes $150 off each customer. And so exchanges are no different. When you're buying cryptocurrency, there's a fee. When you're selling cryptocurrency, there's a fee. When you send it, there's a fee. Now, granted, the fees with cryptocurrency are a lot less than banking, which is why I believe it's a better system. But to be able to have the banking piece, the crypto piece, and the card all in one makes everything faster and cheaper. And so my favorite way to explain it is that, you know, basically the Akashx platform is better on-ramps and off-ramps to your liquidity. It gives you more freedom and more access. And what I'm going to do is walk you through the basic features of the platform. I first discovered this platform a few years ago, actually. And, I really wanted it. A friend of mine had like $600 million in Bitcoin. And, you had to have $20 million in your checking account to be able to access this platform. It was really a very special platform for a handful of people, some of the biggest names in crypto. And luckily for me, I'm really good at relationships. And I was able to meet the owner of the bank in Utah. He's now in London. And, develop a relationship with him. And we decided to take this platform mainstream. And, I've got a great relationship with Josh and Chris. And so now we've got this platform available to everybody at Akashx, which I think is so cool, because if you really think about it, the super mega rich people, when they sell cryptocurrency, they don't really need the cash right away. The person that needs the cash right away is the little guy that, is trying to pay his rent. And, you think about a college kid that sells some Bitcoin so that he can have money to pay rent. And with the big major exchanges, that takes 4, 3 days, 5 days, 6 days. With this platform, everything is immediate. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you through the basic functions of the platform. And I think as soon as you learn how to use it, you're going to start using it more. You're going to start telling people. There's no question that we're seeing this kind of move into the cryptocurrency world. We're seeing people like Elon Musk, who just bought $1.5 billion of Bitcoin. Then he bought another $1.5 billion. Then you've got BlackRock, one of the biggest financial institutions. Now they're moving into the space. So I think before, people were kind of like, I don't know about Bitcoin. I can't see it. I can't touch it. Well, think about how money moves around with your credit card or wire transfers. If you wire money from the US to London, they're not actually sending money there. It's just numbers. And so with crypto, it's really the same thing. Crypto, Bitcoin is a peer-to-peer system where you can send money directly to somebody without a bank being in the middle. But you still need a bank to be able to have cash to buy crypto. And when you sell crypto, you want to turn it into cash and you need a card. So we've got everything for you under one roof right here, which is so freaking cool. And so, Chris, can you see my platform?
Yeah, I can see your screen. I haven't.
Okay, can you see dashboard, accounts, cards?
No.
Okay, hold on.
We'll see.
Share screen. What about now?
Aha, there it is.
Technology, isn't that cool? Okay, cool. I see lots more people jumping on. Okay, so I want to show you guys the basic functions of the platform. Remember, this is really 3 things all in one. You've got the banking, you've got the crypto, you've got the card, okay? So the first thing is accounts. Now, when you sign up for Akashx, what you're really getting is you're getting a private bank account in London that previously was reserved for like the uber wealthy, and now it's available to you guys through Akashx. So the first thing is accounts. This is kind of like your checking account. Like if you were logging in with Chase Bank, you logged into your checking account, here is your US wallet. Now soon you guys are going to have other currencies, so very robust, something very different than a normal checking account. You guys will be able to store your value, okay, in different currencies and essentially trade Forex within your own account. If you think like, one currency goes down, you think it's going to go back up, you could take US dollars, move it into that currency, it goes up, then you could move it back into US dollar and end up with more US dollars than you had before. So very cool, kind of like a James Bond 007 checking account. Very robust, something you don't get with normal banks, but something that you do get here. So accounts, these are what we call your wallets, your currency wallets, okay? Now you go to cards, and this is where you guys purchase your card, and we've got different kinds of cards. There's plastic, there's gold, there's metal, there's gold-plated metal, and so you can upgrade your card. And you know what I love about this card is it's such a great conversation starter. It reminds me of the Herbalife lose weight now, ask me how button, except it's not so cheesy. When you go to Starbucks and you pay with this card, people are going to say, what's Akashx? And me having a network marketing background, I've always liked to figure out ways to get people to ask me about my business so I don't feel like I'm pitching it to them. And so when you get people asking you about Akashx, it's just so much easier to talk about it. And this card is the world's best conversation starter. And I love the design, very cool, all approved by MasterCard and very spiffy. So you guys will absolutely love your cards. Now here's my favorite tab, which is crypto. And I got into crypto, I got into Bitcoin 6 years ago. I bought my first Bitcoin for $200. And it just kept going up and up and up, and I got fascinated, and I just watched every YouTube video that I could find. And so, if you're on this webinar for the first time and you're just getting into crypto and you're a little bit intimidated, don't worry. We all were. I remember sending my first little bit of Bitcoin to somebody and freaking out, and I had to have somebody hold my hand and walk me through it. And so I'm going to be that friend to you today, and I'm going to walk you guys through exactly how this works. So when you click crypto right here, okay, you've got Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash. These are all your different cryptocurrency wallets. Now you can buy crypto, sell crypto, send crypto. You can also receive. I'll show you how to do that. And you can add more wallets. So the first thing is I click on Bitcoin. Now this right here is your address. So this is how people are going to send you Bitcoin. So don't be scared and don't be worried. Oh no, what if somebody gets that address? Can they take all my Bitcoin? No, they can only send you Bitcoin. So that QR code and that address is your public Bitcoin address. So you'll copy that, you'll send it to people, and that's how they're going to send you Bitcoin. So this right here is how you're going to receive Bitcoin. If people want to send you Bitcoin, you're going to copy and paste this address right here, and people are going to send you Bitcoin, and then you're going to be able to cash it out or hold it and wait for it to go up or do whatever you want with it. But this is how you receive, okay? Now, if you want to buy, you've got two different ways to do it. One is you could type in the US dollar amount. So let's say I wanted to buy $10 of Bitcoin. I type in $10. Right down there below, it's going to tell you what the price of Bitcoin is right now. And that changes like every 15 seconds, I think, to reflect the real time. But down here, it shows you the amount of Bitcoin that you're purchasing. And one of the big misconceptions about Bitcoin is people say, oh God, it's too late for me to get in. It's $52,000 now. Well, look, you could buy $10 of Bitcoin. And if the price of Bitcoin doubles, your $10 goes to $20. So with this platform, you can now buy and sell Bitcoin, send and receive, pull it out of the ATM as cash. You can do everything with this one platform right here. Now, if I wanted to type in, some people are starting to think in terms of crypto instead of dollars. And so I could type in the amount of Bitcoin I want to buy, and then it's going to tell me what the dollar amount is. So you can type it in Bitcoin or US dollars, and it's going to convert it for you, okay? Now, one of the things that's really cool is because the banking part, the crypto part, and the card is all under the same roof, when you purchase cryptocurrency, it's going to be available right away. With the big major exchanges, let's say you bought 3 Bitcoin, it'll reflect in your account that you have 3 Bitcoin, but you can't send that Bitcoin off the platform for like a week because they have to validate funds from the bank. Whereas here, the bank, the card, and the exchange are all the same company. So you don't have that waiting time, waiting for the funds to clear because it's coming from itself. So everything is instant. And I think in America today, people love pills and buttons. People want immediate solutions. Convenience is king. They say the number one product in America is convenience. And so to be able to have everything faster and cheaper is really, really cool. Now, a lot of you guys have probably never heard this term before, but in the cryptocurrency world, there's something called the spread. And the spread is the difference between the buy price and the sell price of whatever cryptocurrency it is that you're purchasing or selling. So we're going to use Bitcoin for an example. Let's say the price of Bitcoin is $10,000. When you buy Bitcoin from an exchange, you're going to pay like $10,100 because the exchange has to make some money. And when you sell Bitcoin, you're not going to get 10 grand for it. You're going to get like 9,900 because they have to make money. So the difference between the buy price and the sell price is called the spread. So what you're looking for as a consumer, just a little crypto education for you guys, is you're looking for somebody that has the most narrow spread. The wider the spread, the better it is for the exchange, because the wider the delta, the more money they're making. The more narrow it is, the better for us. We want to be able to buy as close to market price as possible, and we want to be able to sell as close to market price as possible. And so a lot of exchanges will post a certain price, but once you actually finish, you get all the way to the end and perform the transaction, you're not paying what you thought because that's when they add in all their fees. Very similar to when you go to Expedia or Orbitz and you'll see a price for a hotel and you're all excited and it's like, wow, $89 a night. And by the time you're all done with it, it's $146 and you're like, what the hell happened to my $89 price? They add in all their taxes and $40 resort fee and everything at the end. With this platform, everything is transparent. What you see is what you get. All the fees are listed and the spread is much more narrow than what you'll see with the traditional exchanges. Okay, so right here is how you're able to buy, and here's where you're able to sell. Now, this is probably my favorite part of the platform, and the reason why I like this so much is because I do get paid in cryptocurrency from different people in different companies, and sometimes you want to cash that crypto out right away and you want to spend it. With this platform, you can sell your crypto and it's available right away. So right here, I put in how much cryptocurrency I want to sell. It'll tell me what the US dollar amount is, or I do it the other way around and it'll convert. And that cash will show up immediately right here in my accounts. So having instant access to liquidity is super, super cool. And you get that with this platform instead of having to wait 5 or 6 days. So these are your wallets. This is how you buy. This is how you sell. And this is how you send cryptocurrency. And it's so funny. The first time you guys do this, you're going to be so nervous and be like, oh my God, did I do it right? And, even me, God, I've been doing it for 6 years and I'm always very slow and careful and make sure I'm doing everything right. And one of the things is once you start receiving and sending a lot of cryptocurrency, it gets confusing because when you look at your transactions, all you see is just like a bunch of numbers and you're like, what the heck was that for? And what was that amount? And, so here we can type in the address. This is where you'll copy and paste the address of the person that you want to send crypto to. Beneficiary is who you're sending it to, right? So let's say I'm going to send 100 Bitcoin to Chris Baum, and your reference, why, because he's awesome. So you can put the name of the person and you can put why you're sending it. So you won't just see the addresses in your transaction log, which can be really confusing to anybody, not just a first-time user, but to anybody. And so you can put all that information here so your transaction log is nice and neat and clean, okay? So you can buy crypto, sell crypto, store crypto, send crypto. This is like crypto utopia. And for people that have never done this before, you won't realize right away how awesome it is because you haven't had to go through what we all had to go through, having like 3 or 4 different windows open to be able to do all this stuff. And the cool thing is that these cards work everywhere. Whereas a lot of companies, it's like it only works in Europe, it only works in Canada. Oh, we work in the US and Canada, but not in China. Whereas this works everywhere. So it's a very cool solution. Now, this is kind of a cool little piece. If you think about like, I've got the Platinum Amex, which I think is kind of cool, and they've got great customer service. I think it's one of the few companies, out there today that doesn't use COVID as an excuse to have crappy customer service. And, we've all experienced that, right? And so this is designed to kind of emulate the customer service for American Express. This is a concierge that'll go out of their way to do extra cool things for you. And I've used this concierge to renew my driver's license. I've used this concierge to send flowers to my girlfriend. I've used the concierge to shop for motorcycle parts, to help me find the best deals on travel, the cheapest prices on hotels. And so it's really cool. It's like having a personal assistant 24 hours a day, 7 days a week in 6 different languages. And they're very bullish on customer service. And they're going to help you do anything. They'll even help your kids with their homework. I mean, it's unbelievable. They'll help you at grocery shopping online. I mean, pretty much anything you can think of. Can't give you a back rub or wash your car or do any of those physical things, but anything that you can think of. And this is really fun. When you first get the account, this will save you a lot of time. Just start thinking of like, what could I have them do? It's like having, just your own personal assistant 24/7 in 6 different languages. So you guys are really going to love the concierge, just having somebody at your fingertips to help save you a little bit of time and stress. I hate doing small things. I like doing big things. Give me a big problem, a big challenge. But it's so funny. I stubbed my toe and I'm like a lion with a thorn in his foot. Just, I hate doing small stuff. So this concierge will do all the small stuff that you don't want to do. Now the shopping tab is really interesting. This is actually called product procurement, but so many people didn't know what product procurement was, so we changed it to shopping. This is where you can type in a description, a brand, a style, a color of any kind of product that you can't find. In fact, my girlfriend recently was looking for this Korean face cream, and I swear we looked all over, like probably 30 minutes, we spent online looking for it, couldn't find it, texted it in here. 5 minutes later, they found the product, sent us the link, and we were able to purchase it. It was really cool. And then instant rewards, when you look at the different cryptocurrency card solutions that are out there in the marketplace today, they average about 2 to 6% cash back. But to get up to the 6% cash back, you have to stake coins, which means you have to leave some coins in their wallet for like up to 6 months, sometimes a year. And that's how you get the 6%. This platform offers 3 to 15% without staking any coins. So it's about double the rewards of any other crypto card out there, and you don't have to stake coins, which I think is really cool. And so here's like some of the different stores. You know, I love that Adidas is right here at the top. I'm a huge Adidas person. I can't tell you how many pairs of Adidas I have, but you get 11% cash back instantly. So the way this works is really simple. You'll go to adidas.com, find out what you want to buy, find out how much it is. Then you'll go here and you'll purchase a coupon for that amount. So let's say you wanted to buy a pair of shoes that was $100. Well, then you're going to type in $100 here. You're going to buy the coupon. Then you go back to Adidas, buy the shoes. You're going to get a gift card code. You type in the gift card code. You buy the shoes. Then you go back here to accounts, and you'll see instantly you got 11% cash back. So there's hundreds of stores. I mean, there's Domino's, Nordstrom, Sephora, Adidas, you know, all the big major stores. And so the cost of the platform is easily covered with the rewards. So, I mean, if you're like me, I can nerd out on stuff. And when I first got really into crypto, I mean, I can't tell you, I must have like 20 different crypto cards, you know, WireX, 10X, BitPay, Coinbase, you know, all these different cards. And there's so many tricks and gimmicks to all of them. You know, with Coinbase's card, they charge you like $1 per swipe. There's so many gotchas. And then, you know, this card, you can pull money out of the ATM and then you can't. This one gives you cash back, but you have to stake. It's like, I almost feel like you have to go to a crypto card college to learn it all. But luckily for you guys, I pretty much did that. You know, I spent, you know, days and nights on YouTube, you know, watching all these different card commercials. And what I found is this is definitely by far the best solution. You get the best rewards. It works everywhere, everything under one roof. So this really is the coolest platform out there. And I can't wait for you guys to get your card and start using it. You know, I've got my solid gold card, which I think is really snazzy, and you guys can do that too. So definitely, you know, in my opinion, having been full-time in cryptocurrency now for 6 years, this is the best platform out there, and it's the platform that I recommend to all my family and friends. So I hope you guys love it as much as I do, and I can't wait for you guys to all get your cards. And look at, we are just right on time. We've got time for just a couple questions, and hit me with anything. You know, what are the common objections you guys are getting? You know, what are some challenges that you guys have had with the platform? Anything you guys can think of, let me know, because I'm sitting here in what I was gonna say is my home office, but I'm actually not in my home office right now. I am in Utah. I don't know, can you guys see me?
Yes, we can see you.
How come I can't see me? Oh, there I am. There I is. So we've got the Chris and Cliff show every Monday. He's got the world behind him, and I've got 1,600 square foot of I don't know what I'm going to do with it. This is just where I sit and try to feel important. You know what's funny is you make all this money with Bitcoin, and then you get this big office that you've always wanted since you're a kid, and then you sit here and you're like, what am I going to do? I just keep watching Bitcoin go up. Isn't the price of Bitcoin unreal? 52 grand right now. Let's talk about that for a second before we take a few questions. I'm guessing, and of course nobody knows, that probably the price of Bitcoin, the next big rush is going to be around $70,000 or $80,000, maybe in the next 3 months. Of course, it could totally do the opposite, you know. But yeah, it looks like Bitcoin's here to stay. People are always asking, is Bitcoin going to replace cash? I don't think so. I think banks and Bitcoin are going to have to work together for a certain amount of time, possibly even forever. But it's almost like cryptocurrency is Netflix and traditional banks are Blockbuster. And I believe that all traditional banks at some point are going to have to integrate with cryptocurrency, because cryptocurrency is just gaining popularity. And so this conversation is going to become more and more relevant. And what you guys really want to do is you want to go out there and get people on the platform so that this is their first experience. Because once people start using this platform, there's no way on God's green earth they're going to want to go to any other platform, because this is just so much better. So you guys have this kind of unique opportunity in time right now to go out there and be the vampire that bites somebody and have them only use this platform forever, which is so cool, because, you know, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, everybody's going to have their own platform. You guys have a chance right now to be the very first and to walk people through it. And think about how many people right now are watching the news and they're seeing the price of crypto and they want to go online and they want to get a wallet and they want to dive into the crypto world, but they don't know how. And that's the beauty of network marketing, is that, belly to belly, kneecap to kneecap, you guys can walk people through it, make them feel safe, help people from getting ripped off, and give them a platform with extreme value. So I'm excited for you guys, and I'm excited about you guys. I see we've got 61 messages in the chat. Not going to have time to answer all of those. We've got a few Q&A. Chris, take it away.
All right. Cliff, thank you. Go ahead and drop in questions. Guys, we have time to answer one, maybe two. We'll see. But yeah, just drop it in and let us know what questions you guys have. Let me just scan through and see. But definitely, while we're waiting for a question to pop in, those instant rewards are really, as Cliff highlighted, are really pay for themselves. So as you get, everybody loves to do online shopping. I love to do online shopping. I think we all love to do online shopping. So as you guys take advantage of that instant rewards, you are able to really save a lot of money. And as Cliff mentioned, it pays for the platform itself. So great feature there. We have, let's see, from Dana, question, are you experiencing card being declined at merchants?
No, never once happened. We're riding on MasterCard's rails. This bank is a MasterCard principal card provider, so it's not a project manager or tier 2 or tier 3. Normally when you're getting this kind of card solution, you're getting it filtered down from like third generation. This is direct, so it'll work. Anywhere that MasterCard works, it'll work. I've never once had my card declined, never.
Awesome. All right.
And don't have money in the account. Oh, you know what? Actually, that's a great question. Because a friend of mine got the solid gold card, and she's rich. I mean, legitimately like mega rich. And she called me and she's like, my card got declined. And she was like, she was ticked. And I was like, did you fund your account? And she's like, no. I'm like, well, that might be why. So when you open your account, remember the first thing you have to do is, you've got to load money in off a credit card, or you've got to wire money in from your bank, or you've got to send in Bitcoin and cash it out. Remember, it's a debit card. It's a checking account. It's a private bank in London. It's a checking account, not a credit card. So you've got to fund your account. I have seen that happen where people get the card. They're so excited. They can't wait to use it. And of course, you've got to put money on the card before it's going to work. So of course, I'm not sure if that's exactly your issue, but I have seen that before. So
awesome. Thanks, Cliff, and everybody. I know there was a couple questions in there. They're saying, hey, what is the price points? Let me share that with you guys here. We have 3 options to join: builder, director, and executive. What are you looking for? Look at these check marks here and say, hey, this is where I'd like to come in at. I really want a guide to cryptocurrency. I want a platform to tutorials. We're talking here about the DigiBank. So, okay, I want to take full advantage of that. I'm going to become an executive. We do social trading trainings on Tuesdays. So maybe you guys want to plug in and start there. You can do that with the director pack. So have a look at these packs, see which one's right for you. And as always, take what you learned, share it with someone else, and help them see the power of this Akashx platform. I know a lot of people have questions about it. If each one of you on the call invited somebody who's interested, it doesn't matter if they're a part of MyDailyChoice. Maybe they're just interested in the crypto world and how they can take better advantage of what we have to offer. Invite them here so they can get the information straight from Cliff. You guys, I seen in the chat, people were saying, hey, this is awesome. This is informative. Cliff, you outline it in such an amazing way. Tune in, my friends. Bring your prospects, because Cliff definitely delivers value as he outlines the amazing benefits of this platform, and his knowledge of all the other platforms and everything else out there really helps you guys make the best decision when he outlines, hey, they do this, we do this. Hey, they do this, we do this. So you guys get a lot of great information. So that would be my challenge to you. Invite someone to attend next Monday, same time, so they can learn more about our amazing Akashx platform. Cliff, anything else you want to share before we sign off?
Super awesome. Just know there's a huge crypto wave coming, and a lot of people feel like, oh man, I'm too late. Less than 1% of the world is currently using Bitcoin. So you're definitely not too late. I mean, you're still an early adopter. Yeah, of course, you missed the opportunity to buy Bitcoin for 10 cents and become a billionaire and have a yacht. I did too. But we can still make a fortune with crypto. and help a lot of people and change the world. And, here's the last thing I want to leave you guys with. Like, I'm a very philosophical person. And of course, this webinar is very logistical about the features and everything like that. But I just want to give you like one use case example of how Bitcoin is going to change the world. You think about when there's a major disaster in some part of the world, and everybody wants to help. Even if you're struggling financially, maybe you want to help. You want to send $1. Well, the banking fees are like $5 to send $1. And with cryptocurrency, maybe you're struggling yourself financially, but you want to send a little bit of relief, to some country that just had a major, natural disaster. And with blockchain and with cryptocurrency, you could send 10 cents, you could send 50 cents. So when it comes to charities, donations, peer-to-peer, if you look at the tallest building in every city in America is a bank. And the reason why it's called centralized banking is because they're in the middle of every transaction. With cryptocurrency, it's now peer-to-peer. It's like the Uber of banking. And so it's not only going to change the world, but philosophically, it's such a better system, technologically, philosophically. And the more you learn about cryptocurrency and blockchain and all the different ways it's going to change the world, you guys are going to be so impressed with it. So I look forward to meeting you guys all in person. And I recommend take a little bit of time, go to YouTube, do some research. And, cryptocurrency is not this big, scary thing. It's super awesome. And it's actually very simple. And you'll understand it a lot faster than you think after just a few hours on YouTube.
Awesome. Well, there you go. You guys have a homework list from Cliff. Cliff, thanks for giving us homework on a Monday. Yeah. All right. Hey, thanks for tuning in with Chris and Cliff. We'll see you guys next Monday, and you have a phenomenal week. Cheers, everyone.
See you guys.